In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to defend the corner routes in Madden 25, and I got y'all. Before we get into it, make sure I hit that like button. Hey man, y'all spam with that like button. Let's get these videos out there to the Madden community so I can help you young boys get better at Madden 25, man. I know a lot of people are really trying to figure out how to stop these corner routes, and I'm here to help y'all. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all hit the subscribe button, and also leave a comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about Madden 25. I'm gonna do my best to help you out. But if you guys don't know how to recognize defense, go check out my last video. My last video really was helpful for a lot of people. It's gonna be really good. It's a great video. You guys should check it out. I went in depth about every single zone in the game and how to identify it and a lot of their principles and things like that. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's jump into how to stop these corner routes in Madden 25. So I know a lot of people are really struggling against stopping these corner routes, and I know it can be very annoying. So one of the ways that you guys can be stopping corner routes is by setting your coach adjustments. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at a random stock defense, and let's go to just a random cover 3. So let's go to a random cover 3, and we're gonna be using the play X under out of trips. And as you see by the play art, you have your curl flat on the left side, and you have triangle running this corner route and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and make this play. And as you see right there, you see the curl flat does not play that corner route in the cover 3. You would think, like how that zone is set up, you would think that he would play that, but he does not. But there is a secret tip and trick that you guys can be using that you guys can really make an impact on these corner routes and really make some stops. All right, so let's go ahead and check that out first. One of the best ways to guard the corner route is to go to a cover 3 shell, but it typically really does not matter what defense you're in, because you can always audible to a curl flat in just about anything. But let's pick X under real quick. All right, so now let's go to one of the most popular formations in the game, which is nickel, and we're going to be just using nickel over for this video, but this applies to any formation in the game. So we're going to be looking at let's go to a random cover 3. So we're going to go to a random cover 3, but before we do that, you want to press down on your right stick, and this menu should pop up. Always make sure auto flip defensive play call is off. And the first thing you want to do is go down to your curl flats, and this really depends on what your opponent is really doing. You have to really take note on how to defend these. Now, the best settings to defend these corner routes, you can do 20, 25, or even 30 yards. So you have to really determine what type of corner route that your opponent is throwing. Is he throwing it like 25, 30 yards down the field? Like, you have to find that barrier where things like that, right? But the sweet spot that I like to aim for corner routes, that because I know a lot of corner routes, they break for a huge gain. So the sweet spot is definitely around 20, 25, or even 30. But we're not going to be doing the stemming, so we're not going to do the stem, because there's ways you can stop the corner routes if like they stem it down and things like that. But for this video, we're going to be talking about just the base corner route itself. So let's use the 25-yard curl flats, and we're going to be using cover 3 sky. Now, as you see instantly that my slot corner is in a curl flat. Now let's use one of the most popular concepts in the game, which is kind of like a flood concept, where the you have circle running a flat route, you have triangle running a corner route, and you have square running a deep streak down the sideline. So we're gonna go and hike this ball. Now pay attention to how the corner route defended last time, how the corner route was just completely open, it just had its own room. But in this situation, it does not. In this situation, it does not have it doesn't have a single like opening, and this is really good. And I told a lot of people that curl flats, and the reason I chose curl flats, because I know a lot of you guys have probably been playing Madden for a very long time, And using curl flats is more ideal because in game that I've noticed that cloud flats don't back up like this. Cloud flats don't back up as fast as curl flats. Like, he backed up so fast right here on this left side. Pay attention. He backs up. He's actually running with him at this point. Even though he's backpedaling, and that's a huge problem in this game, is the backpedaling situation, because clouds tend to do that in this game. But he's legitly running the route. He's literally running his route for him at this point. He runs the route for him, and we have help over the top. So this is just a no-fly zone type play. You just can't throw corner routes against this concept. Not at all. But I know some of you guys are probably like, well, I know some of you guys are probably thinking that, oh, I don't really run cover three. Cover three it's really trash. I get beat every time I run cover three. Don't worry, because you can run this out of you can run the curl flat situation in cover two as well, but you have to do an adjustment. And I'm gonna be showing you guys that as well. So we're gonna go to a random cover two, Tampa 2, right? In this situation, now you see the slot corner. Like in the previous play, the slot corner was already in a curl flat, so we did not need to adjust. But now the cornerback is in a cloud. This is obviously a cover two shell. Now, one of the main things you guys could do is one tip and trick that I do like to tell people when you are running nickel is that your nickel corner is always lined up typically on the left side, as you obviously can tell, because he's lined up there with number 3. But we're going to be changing him into a curl flat, and how you want to do that is you want to press triangle or Y on Xbox, and you want to press triangle or Y on Xbox again, and now you're going to get this menu pulled up for your DBs. Now your DBs, you have options with your outside cornerback, which is square. You have L1, which we're going to be using. You have triangle, which is the deep half. You have X for the other deep half, and you have circle for the outside cloud on the right. So you have all these options that you guys can use. Now for this video purpose, we're going to be just using L1 for the situation, but we're going to press L1, and we're going to flick our left stick to the right. Now that's going to change into a curl flat. Now when you change this to a curl flat, the same rules apply. So we're going to press X, hike the ball, and look at that. He absolutely plays it regardless. So now you have help over the top. Now the cloud does play this just a little bit. The cloud does play this, and this is a stock cloud. But if I were in this situation, if I just knew how this game works, obviously I do. But if, let's say, I decide to, hold on, let me set up a route combination here. Let's say I decide to set this up. Let's say I decide to set up a flat to occupy the cloud and make the curl flat play by itself. It does not matter. The rules still apply. Like even if I were to just throw this, because we all know that cover 2 has a very has a sweet spot for the corner route over there on the left side, even if you were to run the corner route. So just take a look, even take a look at the right side as well. So we're gonna go and hike this ball, and just take a look at the right side. You see X is just wide open on the left side. On the right side. So no curl flat. So we're gonna go no curl flat in this situation. So we're just gonna hike this ball, stock, back up, and you see on the right side, the curl flat's open. The corner route from the tight end is just wide open. Corner routes are really good against cover 2. Now, what we like to call this is a double Mabel situation. Now, if you notice that if you ever notice that your opponent is running that and you like running cover 2, now what you have to do is double Mabel. Now, double Mabel is where you have a cloud flat, hard flat, or cloud flat, hard flat, and a curl on each side to defend the sidelines. So in this situation, what we're gonna do, and you see how when we press triangle, all of these buttons pop up for the DBs, but you would say, why don't I get a button for CJ Mosley? He's right here, right? Now to get his menu, you want to press the D-pad you want to do right on the D-pad once. You want to press right on the D-pad twice, and now you get a menu for the linebackers. So now you want to put X, and you want to flick the left stick to the right, and now you're gonna have him in a curl. And then now you want to double tap triangle, and you want to put L1 on a curl flat. Now you have this double Mabel situation going on here. And then as a user, you would just have to use in the middle of the field. But we're gonna go ahead and hike the ball, and we're gonna take a look at the curl flat on each side and how they defend it. Now the sidelines is legitly covered, and that's a guaranteed pick. Guaranteed pick. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at this curl flat. Let's take a look at this curl flat and how they defend it. He's running with him. He makes a play on the ball. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the other curl flat. I didn't mean to do that. Definitely didn't mean to do that at all. Let's go ahead and set this up again. And let's just take a look at the right side and how they played the corner route over there. So even if I were to make the pass here, it's just a guaranteed interception. And that's just how that's how that happens. And even if I know some of you Madden guys are probably like, well, you can easily just throw over that. But like, even if I were to make that throw, even if I were to just say, all right, I'm gonna high pass or high ball this pass. Well, I didn't get a chance to do the curl flat over there. My bad. I got two controllers, man. This is kind of tough sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting confused. But I'm gonna hike this ball. Oh wait, now my zone drops, they reset it. My zone drops reset it right there. Zone drops, they do reset sometimes, and I think that's because I reset it the entire play. But let's go into the thing and check it out. And that's because, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Now let's go back to the cover 2. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna back him up a little bit. We're gonna go and hike this ball. Now you see, I can easily try to lob this ball. That was just a terrible ball there. But by the time, like I say, like I know some of you Madden guys are probably like, well, you can just throw against that, all day long, and you can probably throw it up there. So it's just a linebacker. But by the time I try to make this throw, the deep half is already over the top helping. So it's you can't really make that throw. You'll never be able to make this throw against corner routes ever. And these are two ways you can defend it. You could do it. You could defend it in cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. It doesn't matter. You can defend this in multiple coverages in the game. All you have to do is put up curl flats, put your curl flats on 25, and that's one way you could do it. Now another way you could do it, which is not my favorite way, is using man-to-man. Now using man-to-man is really kind of a hit or miss, because man-to-man is really not good this year. But one adjustment you guys can be doing to help contain this, if you're a man-to-man type of guy and you really like just running man-to-man, one thing you could do in this situation, take a look at the outside corner. Let's look at we're gonna look specifically at this corner, but we can look at all the corners pretty much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press triangle, and we're gonna flick the right stick to the right, and as you see, they kind of shaded inside, or they shaded outside. So now they're gonna play the corner route, the outside. They're gonna play the outside routes a little bit better. But for example, let's say we shade in. You see how they move inside, and then we're gonna shade outside. But we're gonna hike this ball, and I mean they still get cooked. That's just one thing that happens. They still get cooked. But there's like a little mini pro tip that I want to tell you that you guys can be doing in Madden. So like I said, you want to shade outside, right? So once you shade outside, is what you want to do is you want to shade outside, but you want to back this guy up about 5 yards. Back this guy about 5 yards, and then hike this ball, and let's see how he plays it. Now he plays this a lot better. Way better. just way better. Not gonna lie, way better. So shade outside, and you want to get on this DB here, and you want to just move him to the outside and put him like 5 yards off the ball. And then we're gonna hike this ball, and boom, he's gonna play this almost instant every single time. That's one way you guys could be doing it, but I know this way is really, really tricky because you have to manually do it. And even if you like back your guys up, I mean, this is ideal, but you're giving up a lot of different routes as well, because, you know, like they played that well. I'm not gonna lie, he played that really well, even if you back him up. But like I said, if your opponent's really, really good, then they could just hit you with a, they could just hit you with a simple, drag concept or whatever the case may be. They can just hit you with something like that. Anything like that if you do something like that. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Oh, my light just turned off. That's crazy. But that's pretty much gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about Madden 25, leave a comment down below. And this is your boy Dom. We're gonna be helping y'all out on Madden 25. So anyway, boys, y'all hit that sub button. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great night, whatever time you're watching this video. Anyway, boys, y'all stay safe, stay out of trouble, man. I'm out this bit. He ski.